Hi, let's talk about arrays in JavaScript. Let's start with a function that shows us the first element from an array. And also that function, if gets an argument n, will return the first n elements from the array. So I have here a HTML page. Let's open it with a live server. Okay. And now we added this JavaScript file in this HTML page, and let's write our function in this JavaScript file. So I'll write function, and the name of the function is array elements. So this function will receive two parameters. The first is the array, and the second is n. So as I said, if I call this function in a console log and I put here the first argument text array elements, let's say, and now let's call the function array elements. Let's see what happens when we call this function like this, and also I want to call this function like this with an array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and also here I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's have another call. Now I'll add the second argument 3, and the last call will have -3. Okay, so these are the calls for our function, and now let's see how we can write the code. So first, for the first case, if I write here if I don't have an array, I'll return an empty array. So here I'll have an empty array. This is the case for the case when we don't send an argument to the function. Now, if I don't have the n parameter, I'll return the first element from array. So here I don't have the n argument, and I'll return 1. Now, if n it's not greater or equal with 0, I'll also return an empty array. So here I'll return an empty array. And now we are in this case. And in this case, we need to return the first n elements from the array. So here I have return array, and the slice function help us to return the first elements from array. So the first n elements from array. So if n is 3, I'll return the first 3 elements from the array. So here I have array.slice from 0 to n. And now let's test our code. So we need to look in the console, and let's see. For the first case, we have an empty array. For the second case, We have 1. For the third case, here we need to have the first 3 elements from array. So 1, 2, 3. Let's put also here 1, 2, 3. So this is the result. And we can see also the result here, 1, 2, 3. And for the fourth case, when we have n minus 3, here we have an empty array.